guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me in the month of gratitude, also known as the month of January, in the journal that I published, Write Your Life with Grace, Fruit of the Spirit Guided Journal. So today we are going to jump right into January and talk about gratitude. And the reason that I start the year off with gratitude, each month has its own character trait, each of the 12 months. So we're going to talk about 12 different character traits. And the reason I started off with gratitude is because it's the one thing that we can choose that will change the focus on the rest of our life and everything that we do. It can change our relationships, it can change everything that happens to us. And I love the quote by Henry Cloud when he says, "Never again forget that our inner life determines our outer success." Never again forget that our inner life determines outer success. And so what he's saying is that it's our character, and that's what determines whether or not we have success. It's not just our talent. It's not just the special skills that we have. It's our character that determines how successful we are. So let's just jump right into it. The first video on this gratitude series, we're going to talk about theory and definitions, and it's really important. I like to set the stage of where I am so I know where I'm headed. Video number 2, I'm going to give you some applications for all of this to show you how it works. And on video number 3, we're going to talk about those horrible things in our lives that gratitude almost sounds like a 4-letter word. And then in video number 4, we're going to tie it all together and wrap everything up. Okay? So let's get started. So I love to start off in the dictionary, and I love to see what the dictionary says. That's my starting point, my go-to starting point when I tackle a project. So in the dictionary, interestingly enough, it lists gratitude as a noun, which I thought was very interesting. Of course, a noun is a person, place, or thing, but then the definition that they give, and by the way, I'm sorry that this is so far away and it's small, but if you're watching on your smartphone, you can zoom in and you can see this a little bit better. So the definition that the dictionary gives of gratitude is a readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. So there's a whole lot of action going on in there, right? And then if we juxtapose that with the word thankful, thankful is listed as an adjective, which describes the noun. And the definition of thankful is pleased and relieved. Now there's a big distinction between these two words, and a lot of times we use them interchangeably. And the reason why I want to pull these apart and show us that they are two distinct words is because our goal here is to have gratitude as a character trait. The whole point of the journal, the whole point of growing, starting off a new year, we all say we want the new year to be different, we want it to be better. I saw so many posts, myself included, that said that 2018 sucked, right? I'm done with that year. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was. This is how we're going to move forward. So thankful is pleased and relieved. So if there is a plate of food in front of us and we're really hungry, I'm thankful to have the food and I'm relieved that my hunger is going to go away, right? So it's kind of like a stationary thing. Gratitude, on the other hand, is movement. There's flow. There's coming in and there's going out, and that's what's going to change our character. So I was thinking that gratitude is more of a verb, and of course a verb describes the action. And luckily, the dictionary says that any English noun can be verbed or verbified. So let's look at that definition again. So it's a readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. So that suggests that we're open. That suggests that we're showing appreciation for something that has happened, and we want to return the kindness and we want to give back, right? But we're going to take this a step further because I'm going to show you that it's deeper than just a blue sky day. So if we're going to look at gratitude as a character trait, let's compare that to a personality trait. So a personality trait is observable on the surface. So if someone is quirky, that's something that we can see that's on the surface. That would be part of their personality. A feeling is a felt emotion like happiness. And then your character trait is deep-seated, not immediately obvious, and it is developed over time. So it is a choice of behavior, kind of like honesty is a choice of behavior. And that's developed over time. We have to practice, right? That's why it's a character trait. So to take it a step further, now we have to have an object because we have to have something to be grateful for, right? And so an object in grammar is a noun, a pronoun, a noun phrase that represents the person, place, or thing, that the action toward which the action of the verb is directed, right? So in gratitude, it's the same thing. We have to have an object that our gratitude is directed towards. And this is the key element that we're going to talk about for the rest of the month and the rest of the year. So objects, and this is why the distinction between thankful and gratitude is so, why we have to be so particular on these two words in the definitions. We can be thankful for a beautiful day or a pleasant conversation, thankful that there's no drama at the moment, that there's food on the table, the people in our life, our job, our work, the fact that there was no traffic when we came to work this morning. We can be thankful for all of those things, but it's not necessarily gratitude, because gratitude is a readiness to show appreciation and to return the kindness, right? It's much deeper than just pleased and relieved. So we can be pleased and relieved that there's no traffic, right? Or that there's no drama, but it kind of, that's just it. It doesn't really go any further than that. So maybe you participated in the month of gratitude on social media, or maybe you sat around the Thanksgiving table this past November and you said that what you were grateful for. But oftentimes what we say we're grateful for is really these blue sky day types of things that we're just pleased and relieved, right? So let me show you the difference. What if we're grateful for the lesson learned, or the progress in a relationship, emotional healing, physical healing, maturity, strength, upward mobility, milestones that we've reached? We can be grateful for all of those, right? But the difference between no traffic and maturity is that we had to work. There was something going on under the surface that we had to make a choice to behave, a discipline that we had to follow in order to get to the lesson learned, or in order to get to the maturity, right? And the part that we had to go through to get to these places is traffic. We had to sit in traffic. We had to make a mistake, participate in an argument, get a speeding ticket, discovered a lie. Our finances are in disarray. We might be having marital problems or boundary issues, cancer, roommate problems, lack of friends, dissatisfied with our job. Now, we wouldn't look at this list of objects and say, oh, I'm so grateful for cancer. I'm so grateful for the fact that my finances are in disarray. I'm so grateful for that argument. We wouldn't say that per se, right? But I'm going to challenge you that in these objects is where the gratitude is. Because once we make a mistake, then we can learn from it, right? That's the sucky part. Like, we have to spend money in order to save money a lot of times. If there's a sale, right? If there's a sale on something, you have to still spend money to save it. And if you're learning from a mistake, you had to make a mistake in order to learn from it. That's what builds your character. That's what builds your strength, and where you get the maturity. So we're going to be talking about this for the rest of the month, but how to have gratitude, an attitude of gratitude in the things that we don't ordinarily think that we can have gratitude for. And when we do that, that's where the change is. That's when our year is going to change, our relationships and everything else, okay? So again, if you'd like to follow along in the journal with me during this month and throughout the year of each of the 12 character traits, you can order a book on my website, tarashiro.com/books. There's also a link on there that you can order straight from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or if you'd like a signed copy, I can do that as well. And there's also an introductory video that explains the journal. You can go to my YouTube channel and take a look at that. Otherwise, I will see you next time, and we will talk about the application of all of this in video number 2. So take care, have a great day, and let me know, as always, what you guys think in the comments, okay? Have a good day. Bye.